Let's see.
Did you eat breakfast yet?
I did. Went to Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Yeah, and saw Kelsey's working, but she wasn't at the drive-thru. So after we paid, I was just sitting there looking at the stuff, and the girl at the drive-thru was kind of like, "Okay, so what are you doing?" And then I go, "Hey, Kelsey!" Like loud, and everybody in the restaurant's like, "Yeah."
It's not much of a delay from Facebook Live.
Oh crap! I forgot to.
Are you gonna share it?
Yeah, which you can actually do on here. One 800 contacts. Post. Here we go. All right. I don't know what to tell Trisha.
How do I even get it to you?
What do I tell her?
It's backwards again.
I know. It seems like they would have a way to.
You can turn the camera around.
Yeah, but the problem is
Then you can't answer people's questions.
that, and this case causes that front camera to be like fuzzy, and it tries to constantly autofocus. There we go.
Coffee pot's ready.
I'm good on coffee at the moment. Care if I use your phone to call Trisha?
Go for it. Let me see it.
Surprised she's not watching. See a comment pop up. How do I fix the TV? Gaming marathon. Come on.
There you go. Number pad button right.
The heck, Trisha? Answer the phone.
I thought you had to bring Damien with you.
I've tried. He didn't want to come.
Oh.
And Isaiah tried to. And he's just like, just like here, so I don't want to do nothing. Just wait for them to ask you. Don't make any sudden moves. Is that orange juice with an orange?
What's that? Sounds like, well, there's some other stuff in the fridge. It's like Italian or Indonesian
see this for $5 last night?
Russian tea. I did see that for $5, and I'm like, I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Glad you didn't buy it.
I'm just not. I'm not a fan. I am really not a fan of.
You didn't buy it?
No, I bought that like 2 years ago.
So you did buy it?
Yeah, I bought it 2 years ago.
Me too.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You glad you didn't buy it?
I'm glad I didn't buy the other one with the expansion.
Oh.
Gosh.
Yeah, I got them all.
There's only 3. Yeah. Well, the main one, but the actual second one, Return to Zendikar, whatever it is an actual standalone.
Shadows over Innistrad.
Yeah.
And the expansion was Zendikar. It has the
Demon.
well, it has the demon and Kiora, but it also has the
Are you still Facebook Live?
who's her? Yeah. Who's Olamog? Olamog. He's they're the guys that when they come out they destroy stuff times 1, 2, or 3. Anyway, it had those in there, and those guys were like this, like huge. It took up 3 spots. I like the game, especially when you have. See, not answering the phone. Especially when you have all the cards, and you can actually build a deck. What the heck?
What?
Never mind, I found it. The button to like turn the screen on and off. We're getting there.
Probably somebody's watching it going, man, these guys should have been prepared.
I need a little sign that says gaming will commence shortly.
Please listen to this beautiful hold music.
I tried to give them something to look at.
Yeah, because that takes so long to look at and analyze.
There's some stuff to look at. There you go.
Yeah.
So check out my scythe box now. Each character's got their own little slot. Metal coins.
Yeah, so you don't spill coffee on them.
Yeah. Or you can spill coffee.
You can spill coffee on them now.
The expansion, everything's in there.
You have both expansions?
No. I wish I had the Wing Gambit, the big airships. Yeah, those,
I saw this this thing online. There's a t-shirt and it says, I can't quit. You can't fire me, I can't quit. Because I'm too legit.
Come on. Too legit. Too legit. What do you want to play? Clank in space. Oh. Alright, I'm tired. We need to take a break. So, do you know anything about Clank?
Like the video game?
No. No. Ratchet and Clank? No. 6.
Hey, Clank had his own board video game.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you don't know anything about it?
Don't know nothing about it.
It's a deck builder.
Ooh.
With a board.
Ooh.
So it's legit.
Too legit.
No, just the right amount of legit. What color do you want to be? There's blue, purple, white. That's it.
I'll do white. Well, it's gotta be white.
Orange.
Orange.
Too legit. Too legit. Gives me like Skate Center flashbacks. Alright. All these black cubes go in this nice bag. That is Erraticus. So the story is, we're on this guy's ship. We're on Lord Erraticus's ship, and we're trying to retrieve artifacts and then escape the ship before we die. So white, orange. These are bounty hunters. Alright, I gotta build the board. So, clank. This goes like that. This goes over here.
Tomorrow?
Mañana?
Oh.
Oh. Okay. What? Med lab. Clank in space. That's what we're playing.
Coolio.
Hydroponics. Is that right? Or is it engineering? I think it's hydroponic. And then the Doomsday Cannon goes right here. There we go. And these are double-sided, so you can set up different maps.
The little red rolls. Oh, I did those last night at like midnight because I was starving and I didn't get any yet.
Yeah. Oh well.
You know what would be great? To have the camera right above the board game.
I know, but I have to buy. There's clamps. You clamp right here, and then the arm goes up and over, and clamps on the side of the table. I don't have one yet. The best I can do is. Well, do you have any extension cables? First off,
Extension cables for.
just like a real cheap extension cable.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the best I can do. Alright, so first up is Clank in space. And orange is
So happen I had one ready.
Sweet. Or, yeah, good point.
Plug it in here or over there.
Over there. Over. Over. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so the bounty hunters go right here. And there's actually an app, but we don't need it.
That allergy sound?
Okay.
Maybe you should
While everyone is out in the stores shopping and going crazy,
Not.
we are not going crazy, vegging out.
Yeah. You put these on those spots with the pictures with the matching number.
It's a Power Glove, you know. Nintendo.
Yeah. These are all
With the arrows up or
sci-fi references. Oh, with the number showing.
it's a Game Boy.
Dun, 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 On that spot with the egg, yeah. Okay. Question. Here's the last big question mark. There's little double ones and big single ones. I'm looking for the last. Okay. Alright, and then these little ones go 2 per double question mark spot. Money.
Cadence, can you confirm with the toothbrush that's by the kitchen sink? The toothbrush? Yeah.
And I hate this part. Like finding the last double question mark spot. Okay. Alright. This is the marketplace. Any place with the M symbol, you can purchase stuff from the marketplace. Everything is 7 credits. And these are point values at the end of the game.
Okay.
You can only have one of each.
So each one has to be unique.
Yeah. And they do different things. So the key, this part, what's that?
Well,
Unearth card.
that's from the other day.
Yeah. Okay, so the key lets you pass through spots with a lock. Without the key, you can't get past the lock.
Okay.
And you see it basically cuts off this whole part of the ship in different areas.
So you have to have a key, but the same key opens all locks.
Yes.
Okay.
This little teleporter thing allows you to use these portals. So as your movement for your turn, you can warp from one to another anywhere on the ship.
Okay.
But you cannot use a portal to like teleport. Telepath telepath base and have necessary telepath you may move any of the telepath. Bruce hyperloop telepath, however you shepherd it. Yeah, so after you use the teleporter, you can't keep moving. Like if you have more movement, you can't keep movement because you're dizzy from teleporting. Alright.
But you can use it if you still have movements, like getting there,
Yeah.
and then use it. But then once you get to the other side, you have to stop.
Yep.
Okay.
This little thing, I think you can use it to like heal 2 life one time. When you buy this, immediately heal 2 damage, and it's worth 5 points at the end of the game. The contraband is worth 10 points at the end of the game, and it interacts with some of the cards. So when we start drafting cards, you'll see, like, if you have contraband, then you get to do something extra. This should come real naturally to you after the first turn. It's so similar to Ascension and all these other deck builders.
Dominion.
Yeah.
Legacy or that Legendary.
Legendary is real similar to. Okay, so these, you see these? See how the whole side of this ship's cut off by these symbols too?
Yes.
Okay, so you have these two little cubes. These are like hack cubes. So whenever you end your turn on a space with one of these little green symbols, you can put your cube there and do whatever it says. So these little symbols mean take money. So you would get 4 money, 2 money, 3 money. This means take a damage or add a clank here, and I'll explain clank in a minute.
Okay.
But some of them are bad, some of them are good. This is heal 1 damage, heal 2 damage, get $5, get $1. So anyway, once you hack 2 terminals in 2 different modules of the ship, you get one of these. And this allows you to pass this.
Okay.
So basically you have to hack 2 modules of the ship in order to gain access to the loading bay or command. There you go, the command module. And then, so basically that's the only way, unless you teleport, to get one of these.
Okay.
But if you teleport and just don't do that,
You're stuck on that side.
you got to teleport back, which
Yeah.
just slows you way down. And whenever we get one of these, the bad guy gets angry. Whenever we pick up one of these, he gets angry. And whenever somebody leaves the ship, he gets angry. And what this is there's going to be this bag with a bunch of black cubes, which means no hit. But as we go through the game, like we're both going to start with 3 clank right here. And as some of your starting cards say +1 clank. So whenever you have to play all the cards in your hand. You don't have a choice.
Okay.
So you can play them in any order you want, which is important sometimes. But anyway, anytime you play something with clank, you have to add a clank to the bag, or to here.
So I have all my cards in my hand all at the same time?
No,
Okay.
no, it's just a hand of 5 cards.
Okay, got it.
But whenever clank happens, whenever it says plus clank, you add cubes here.
Okay.
And then there's ways to get rid of them. And then, whenever one of these cards comes up, with this symbol right here, that means Lord Erraticus attacks. And we take all these cubes, put them in this bag, shake them up, and draw however many are on the current rage track. So we draw 3 cubes. And if any of your color cubes come out, they go on your damage. If you take this much damage, you're dead. And your goal is to, before you die, go grab one of these artifacts and then bring it back to an escape pod.
That's the objective.
Yeah. And anytime we acquire one of these, which we'll only do once each,
Okay.
that goes up. Anytime we pick one of these up, that goes up. And anytime one of us leaves, that goes up.
Each time one of us leaves?
Yeah. So you might leave first. You might get out first.
So I'm trying to get to this side of the ship, trying to get an artifact,
Uh-huh.
and get to an escape pod.
Yep.
And my game is over,
Yep.
and you continue.
Yep. But the problem is, if I'm the last one, as soon as one person leaves, he attacks every round. Every round, whether a card comes up or not.
Oh.
So,
it might be in my benefit to get in and get out.
oh, my bad. Okay, so he doesn't get mad when somebody leaves. It's whenever we get one of these, whenever we pick up an artifact, or an archive is discovered. So apparently some of those little ones are archives. So whenever you stop at a spot, you get to take one of the secrets.
Okay.
And if it's an artifact, then he gets mad.
Alright, I vacuumed out the seats. I found where some little artist drew a little stick figure on the couch cushion. That's it. I just scrubbed it. Glad I found it.
We are in
That's at their hotel. Oh, whoops.
Whose hotel?
Johnny's. We're about to go, so. Dad. Can you give it back? I'm about to go.
Enjoy your day.
Okay. So, a couple more things. Can you tell by looking at the cards what they do? So think of one of them as money to buy other cards, and then one of them is to move.
Okay, so stumble is +1 clink.
Yep.
Scramble is 1 movement.
And 1 credit
1
towards.
hack credit.
It's called something like skill. It's called skill, but it's the currency to purchase other cards. This is the currency to purchase from the marketplace.
Okay.
Yeah. So you use skill to buy cards and you use credits to do other things.
Okay. And the cost is in the bottom right.
That is, yes, that's the cost.
That's 5 points at the end of the game.
Yep.
This is 2 cost. 2 gives you 2 credits when
Yep.
you use it.
Yep.
And it gives you a movement as well.
Yep. And then some of these cards in this deck, you have to fight them. So this is fight. So that's 2 attack.
So I have to fight my own card.
No. Some of the things that come out on this row here, you can fight, and it'll give you a benefit.
Okay,
But
so this
none
is
of
like
them came out.
Ascension here. So far.
Wow. There's one you can fight. Wow. Okay. The reason I'm putting all these back is because they have the boss attack symbol. And they say to shuffle those back in.
On the first round.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously, what's up? You want to take your jacket off? Isn't it warm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in the middle of live right now?
Yeah. We're live. Alright, so obviously the feet, you can move as many spaces as the boots you have, and you can purchase whatever cards equal to the skill you have. Right? Skill is this.
Okay.
Just like in all the other games, there's faction abilities, so there's pirates, vigilantes, and like tech or something.
Okay.
So if you play this card and you had played another vigilante before or after, this triggers. Just like in all the other deck builders.
Okay.
Right?
So these are cards that I'm adding to my deck, but these are sort of like in Ascension. These
Hello.
are these are the stacks.
This would be the 2, like the money and the attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also a what is it called in Ascension? The guy you can ping whenever you want.
Cultist.
Yeah, there's a cultist too. He's what did I do? There it is. The goblin. The GOBL1N. You can attack him at any time just to get 1 credit.
One of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Interesting.
So a couple quick things about the board. If you ever see a spot, if there's nothing on the line, it's 1 movement to get through. Okay.
Ready?
Shh. If there's 2 feet, it takes 2 movement just to move from here to here.
Gotcha. Because then you had to stop there.
Yeah. There's 1 guy here.
Do we have like something a piece that we're moving around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If there's a guy's head there, you either have to use a sword to fight him, or you take a damage.
So like an invisible.
He's just a guy in the hallways that you got to fight.
Okay.
And if there's two heads, you got to have two swords to fight both of them. Or if you only have one sword, then you could defeat one of them and take 1 damage. I'm just saying,
you
for
don't
each
have any
one,
swords,
you take 2 damage.
but I could wait in that room and stop. Could I stop in that room? Just like not use any more movement,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and then wait till my next round, get more swords, and then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't have to use your movement.
I mean, like any other game. I mean, I don't have to use all my attack.
Boots are how you move around. Each boot lets you move along a marked path from one space. You cannot use a path along. When you first move into a space, you may take one of the secret tokens and put it in front of you. Choose it without looking and then reveal it. Whenever you enter an area with these red stripes right here, you have to stop. And you can't move anymore for the rest of your turn.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, and it doesn't say you're required to move. So I told you about the locks, the footprints, the guys, the red striped areas. Oh, when you stop in this spot, you get one of these, and different cards interact with those. Like if you have one, something good will happen, or you can buy and sell them for different things. Oh, and the last thing is this. This is the hyperspace thing.
Sort of like a people mover in the airport.
Yeah, it's called hyperlift. So if you moved here, it'd be 1, and then you can go to any space on the hyperlift as another movement. So I could go 1, 2.
Got it.
If I had a key and a freaking pass. But I'm just saying you could go from here to here is one movement, here to here is one movement. But if he ever gets up to the second to last spot, that X comes here and blocks the hyperlift. So it makes it harder to get out. Yeah. And those red things, if he gets up to those red spots, a red cube goes here. It's like a bounty hunter. And then whenever you draw a red cube out of the bag, you take a clank from your personal supply and put it on your damage track, and then the red cube goes back in the bag. So they just keep hunting us. That's it. We're supposed to remove 2 of the artifacts. Place 6 artifacts face up on the spaces in the command manual marked with question.
Don't hurt me, it hurts. Okay, fine, you won't get shot. I already hurt myself. So I was the first one to get down.
Dang it. We're supposed to shuffle these face down and remove 2 of them, and then place them. So we don't know which 2 we're removing.
Okay.
For 2 players. If it was 4 players, they would all be out. So it just makes it harder. So we'll remove these 2.
It's not a logo, it's a rating.
Ugh.
Cowboys. 1 star.
That's messed up. Where the heck is it? Okay. So those are artifacts we got left with.
Okay.
Alright, so
So the 30-point thing's gone.
So draw 5 cards and play. Clank in space. It's supposed to be like William Shatner talking. See how there's an exclamation point after each word? William Shatner from Star Trek.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't think we should.
How does it go again?
I don't know. He just always.
So you have to play all the cards in your hand.
like this. Yes. in any order you want.
Oh, good. So I go first?
Yeah.
Alright. This one, clank.
Clank.
Plus 1 movement.
If you're playing hide and seek and you yell, "I'm ready," how does that work? Are you done hiding? Yes.
Alright.
Alright. Okay, going out.
Sneakiest player. The first player places 3 clank cubes in the clank area. The second player places 2 clank. I've
Where
only
does that read?
I've only ever played solo. And in solo you put 3 your own and 3.
Alright, well,
3.
I'm doing 3.
3.
3.
You're not gonna move? Oh, you did
I
move.
did move.
I have 1, 2, 3 clank and 2 movement. So 1, 2 and 3 clank or 3 money. What is this? You may trash this and up to 3 other programs in your play area or discard pile. I'll boldly go. Clank.
Clank. 1 movement. Is this 1 or?
It's both.
Both, okay. Alright.
This one.
I don't give a damn. 1 movement. 4.
Okay. So clank and 4 money. Guess I'll get 2 of these. And
Alright. That's 3 movement. So you said it takes 2 to get here?
yeah.
Alright, so I can keep going, but do I get to take something when I enter there? Do I have to stop there to get it?
Yeah. Well, each time you move into a new spot, you're considered to stop before you make your next movement. So, every time you enter a new spot, you can choose either one of these. You can't look at them, but you can choose which one you want. Now you can look at it. You see what I'm saying?
And then I play my next card like that. And
Yeah.
that's another movement.
Yeah.
And then I get a money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I play those 2. And I have 6 to spend. Correct?
What? Huh?
I did my 3
2,
movement.
4, 6.
I have 6 to spend.
Once a player leaves and an escape pod or is knocked out, they no longer take normal turns. They add no more clank to the clank area. Cards that affect all players don't affect them. They take no damage. Instead, however, when that player would take a turn, they take all the cubes in the clank area, put them in the boss bag. They shake the bag up and draw 4 cubes. Ignore the boss marker's current space. Draw exactly 4 cubes. Otherwise, damage is taken just like in a boss attack. In a 2-player game, if one player escapes or is knocked out, that player draws 6 cubes from the bag instead of 4. So basically, if I get out before you, when it comes to my turn, I'll draw 6 cubes from the bag instead of taking a normal turn, and vice versa. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna take 3. No. I'm gonna take that one and that one.
It doesn't say when to replace it.
What?
It says when you acquire a card from the market, do not immediately. Oh, it's got to be at the end of your turn, of course. All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, hack. Hack. Are you kidding me? Clank, clank. So then I got 2 attacks. Are you kidding me? That'd be another clank.
But Harley, I was found first.
$3 and 2 attacks. So I'll take the clank. So I'll defeat him. I get $2 and a clank. So I started with 2. I put 2 in. I put 2 in this turn and then another one. Yeah. Okay.
So if you,
I got $3.
is there a way to take clanks out?
Yeah, there's a bunch of cards that say minus X clank.
Oh, that's good.
$3. I'll take a boldly go. And then at the end of my turn, place this. It's what's his name for Terminator.
Exterminator.
These are all like
yeah, movie memes like
yeah.
like playoffs.
This is Ender's Game, Battle School Genius.
I get it. All right, 2 clanks, 3 hacks. I'll take a clank.
Clank. All right, so. Okay, so this says when you acquire it, you gain a heart, or you heal 1 damage. So I got.
Daddy,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Daddy, when's lunch?
I don't know. What time is it?
Hey, Isaiah.
Internal clock, man. It's 11:41.
Okay, so I'll let
Just
you
a
know.
little bit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ping him to get a credit. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 money and 2 movement. So I'll go. Since you're going that way, I'll go 1, 2, and that's 2 credits. This token counts as 2 credits. You may keep it until the end of the game or spend it normally. Cool. And then I got 6 dollar bills, y'all. So I could get a phaser and a boldly go, or I could get 2 boldly goes. I could get this.
What's a security checkpoint?
Security checkpoint?
It says defeat this only in a security checkpoint.
Oh, these.
Close to lunchtime.
The little red stripe areas.
Yeah, our security checkpoint.
There's no A
So,
A.
does no good.
Where's A?
Take this. Guess I'll start going with pirates. And then nothing happens.
Sure.
If you trash any cards this time,
Can me and Isaiah have paper?
I mean, it is almost lunch, so I don't think we should.
Isaiah, you said you don't think you should?
Yeah, but I do want pineapple.
Well, at least you know the right answer.
Just wait. Let me get you some lunch in just a bit.
Turkey and cheese sandwich.
Oh man, all those leftovers are over at Lorenzo's, Charlie.
All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Clank.
Out. Harley out.
Is that what she says at the end of her TV show? Harley out.
Harley out. Yeah. All right. So one movement. I'm gonna move into this security check.
Yep.
I'm gonna defeat this guy plus 2 flanks,
Yep.
and I get 5 money.
Yeah.
When do I spend money?
To buy these.
When? Like where?
My market spaces.
Market spaces.
Shut the door.
Shut my door.
Where's my jacket?
I don't know.
I brought it in and put it somewhere.
Did you set it up?
Put it on the floor.
Oh. Could have lost it.
Could have.
Let's see here, and then
Clank.
clank.
Bet you couldn't do that again if you tried.
I don't
It
know what.
rolled up and landed right on top there.
And I'm gonna defeat him. Take 1.
Jacket?
Off.
What's that?
Nothing. Isaiah said jacket, and I said off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
And you already moved. Yeah.
I already moved it. I'll take that.
Take that.
Take that.
Alright. See if we get attacked. Attack. Alright, so all these go in here. And then we draw the equal to the number of cubes on the rage track. Woohoo! Which is 3. Hey, so you got a hit.
Yay, me!
And 2 misses. Alright, so
Here's a question. If I acquire health, does it just come off the board completely?
yeah,
Because now it's out of the bag.
yeah, for
But
each
the bounty hunters is what?
stay in the bag. And whenever they're drawn, you take one from your supply and add it to there. And then the red one goes back in the bag.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, so Clank, I added it. $3 in 1 movement. So I'll head on this way. And $3. I think I'll just take this actually. Because when I acquire it, I get $2. And every time I play it, I get $2. And if I trash any cards this turn, I get an additional $2.
Nice.
And I already moved, and that's it. Shapeshifter. Copy another card in your play area.
Okay.
And this came out last time. See, -2 Clank.
Nice. Alright, so here's a movement. So if I move into here, do I choose which one? Either this or place down that?
No, you can do both. You can grab
I only have 2 for the whole game?
yeah, because you have to do 1 and 2 different modules in order to acquire this. So, and they're permanent. So once you place it,
Alright, and what are these symbols?
clank.
So make a noise.
Yeah. You'll have to add 2 clank.
They don't do anything else?
No. I'm just looking up.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the top one here.
The command code is completed. Yeah.
Alright. And then I'm gonna put that one there and get 4 money. I'm gonna put 1 back and get a 5. And now because I put it there, do I put a clank in there?
No.
It's only when the stars.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
You got your $4, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now you can't stop mid-track. You have to use 2 movement to get to this. This one says 2 footsteps.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
You
I can't stop mid-track. I gotta.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. I'm not gonna use any more movement. I'm gonna say 5 to spend, and I'm going to take this right here.
Okay. And no attack. Ooh, but the power boots are out. Plus 2 clank every time you use them. But if you have a crystal, it negates the clank. Alright, so I'm going to do this and
So it's like you're trying to move through the ship quietly.
yeah,
That's what it is.
yeah. In the original game, you're going through, it's like fantasy themed, and you're going through like a castle or something. And you're going down like into the dungeon of the castle without waking the dragon as a dragon instead of Lord Erraticus. But it's a lot more basic.
So here's a question. These stay in your possession the whole game, or do you use it to do minus 2 clanks?
No, that's just if you possess one.
So
That's why there's only 5.
So this player plays up to 5?
This plays up to 4,
Oh, okay.
but you can have multiple of these. So you can actually like snag. There's a couple cards that let you purchase these and sell these. So if you wanted, you could hoard all these and keep other players from getting them. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Alright, so I'm going to use my 2 attack, one of them to kill this guy, which will give me an extra movement this turn. And that's 2 movements, which will get me in here. Yeah, which will get me in here. And I'll grab this. Ooh, $2. And then I'll hack this, which will give me $5. And that was 2 movement because of the.
Yep.
And then I got 1 to clank. So I got 6, 4, $5.
Oh, you already bought that? You already killed that?
Yeah. I don't need to heal. I'm nowhere near a crystal. Well, kind of. That's 2. Possibly. Screw it. Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, see if we get attacked first.
Nope.
Okay. Nope. But when this arrives, all players get +1 clank because it's a traitor. Ooh, and look at that pirate ability. Every time it's played, each opponent gets +2 clank. It's rough.
Alright, so play 2 clanks. And 1 movement, 4 money. 4 credits. I'm not moving. Now, being that I'm still there, I'd have to leave that room and come back in order to get that second question mark.
Yeah.
Got it.
You don't want to move at all?
I mean, yeah, I guess I can move here.
Yeah.
I got 4 money.
Dollar bills, y'all. Okay, what am I gonna do?
4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm gonna take one of those.
Okay. Okay. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dollar bills, y'all. You may teleport to a telepad in your current module. I need movement. I have 2 movement. I'll go here. And I'm gonna buy a key for $7.
Now you can't purchase multiple things while there. You have to
Yeah,
leave and then come back.
as much as you have money for.
I was just wondering.
Throughout the spaceship, you'll find a number of market spaces. Markets being made. Make a purchase. All items. Place each item you buy in front of you in your play area. Oh, damn it. You may buy only 1 item of each type. No, I was right. Items available at the market are described on the back. Yeah. So it says place each item you purchase in front of you. So.
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 7. Thanks for asking. Take the contraband.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I already have cards that work with contraband. So I get to teleport to an adjacent space because I have contraband. Adjacent. Oh, so it's to get through locked doors and places that require these. That's what it's for. But I don't have any movement, so I'll just use it to teleport here. Yeah. So then I got 3 attack, 2, 3, and 8 money. Yeah. Okay. So I'll ping him. And so these are just worth 5 points at the end of the game. 4 and 4. So that's my 8.
Okay.
Attack. You ignore any after the first. So
That's an attack.
this symbol means the boss attacks. Three.
3.
Alright, 2 misses and a hit. Okay.
My turn.
Yeah.
All right. So I have 3 attack plus 2 clank. So here's a question. I don't have to use movement to get through there.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean movement to get here,
Yeah.
but to get here, I'm gonna
You have
face.
to use 1 sword,
Okay.
so now you're down to 2 swords. What is it? What is that?
7 points at the end of the game.
Keep this. It's worth 7 points at the end of the game. It's not an artifact.
All right. So then I'm gonna do a movement, and
So you're
use
down to
another
1 sword. Yep.
And I'll go ahead and Huh?
You gotta do it in 2 separate modules. This is a module, this is a module, and this is a module. See the
Well,
Doomsday Cannon, Hydroponics, Med.
be more specific when you're telling the
more specific than this. In 2 different modules.
Oh, okay.
That's what I did the first 2 times.
Alright, so that's that one movement, and then 2 movement here to go here.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend 14 money.
Good lord, that's a lot of money.
5, 10, 14. Buy myself a key. I don't have any cards that say contraband yet, but I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use teleport.
Alright.
And I've got 5 money to use. I'm gonna buy that.
Oh man, this sucks. I have 0 movement.
Boss attack.
Yay! One, two, three. Miss. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5. You may teleport to a telepad in your current module. So I don't want to go back that way. Clank.
You can go here.
It's not a telepad. These are telepads.
I get you.
I wish it was teleport to an adjacent spot. Oh, I get 1 credit when I play that. And I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 attack. I need movement. Yeah. Take this. So I get
And
to
heal.
heal 1.
You can take the white one.
Alright.
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 And nothing happens.
Plus 1 clank. Plus 1 clank.
Oh my gosh.
Plus 2 attack, so I'm gonna attack him. Give him money. I have 5 money to choose from.
Yep.
What's this 2 plus mean? Oh, 2 plus this.
2 plus 1 if you play another purple card, and plus 1 if you have a crystal. So 4, possibly.
Yep.
Alright. You took that from here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. One, two, three. White gets hit. 2 misses. It's gonna start getting ugly.
How did we get his back in the bag?
There's cards that say put so many black cubes back in the bag. They're in there somewhere. Alright, so I got 2 movement. So I'll go 1. Ooh, a heal potion. 1. Oh my gosh. Sucks. Guess I'll. Oh, that would take so much longer. Or I could just go that way and hack. And I could heal on my way. Because I'm sure I'll be taking damage. Okay. So I'll go there. That's my second movement. And then I got 4 attack. So I'll kill him. And I'll ping him. So that's 4 total. Let's take a 5. So those are all used, and now I got money. 2, 3, 4, 5. always good. And it's worth 5 points at the end of the game.
Plus 2 clink.
Yeah. There you go. Attack. These cubes are feeling really white. I mean light. Michael Jackson kind of.
Wow.
Black. Alright.
Plus 1 clink.
Finally. Oh my gosh.
1, 2, 3. What?
I'm just thinking.
Another movement here. A heal. Can I get one? Thank you. And get 1 money.
Yep. And so you get that, and he goes up.
And 2 hacks. So I got 4 hacks, 4 skills to deal with here. And I'm gonna attack the goblin.
What did the goblin ever do?
Take that, and I'm going to